Previously on They See Me Rollin'. Miss Maverick has started a school for young superheroes. Lucy leans back in her chair and just sighs. I have to use the bathroom, and walks out.
Don't you need permission or something?
Do you go to the bathroom, Annie?
That's private.
Who are you, glasses kid?
My name's Taurus.
Let's arm wrestle.
Ray gets up to ref it. All right, I want a clean game.
All of the lights go out, and an emergency light clicks on.
And Lucy's still out.
I'm gonna come right back. I just need to find her and make sure she's safe.
Lucy is in there. She is tying up Miss Maverick.
You see me throw Beal into the ceiling.
Night boy, we got bigger fish to fry.
Lucy and Beal, they disappear again. They appear back in front of Taurus and zap him.
I pull him into a bear hug and yell, "Clear!
You pick up a faint heartbeat, but he's still unconscious.
Clear!"
We open the next day, Sunday, 9 a.m. You have all three of you been summoned to Sentinel Tower in downtown Halcyon City. Sentinel Tower is the tallest skyscraper around, and at the very top, you see it has a sign, something like that, with the Sentinel's logo on the side of it, right? Which is 4 shields, all arranged in sort of a playing card diamond shaped. So if you connected all 4 of them, that's what it would look like.
Mm-hmm.
There's one for each of the kingdoms: earth, wind, fire, and air.
You said wind twice.
Whatever.
Wind and air are different. Wind is moving.
And that is when the rest of the team realized that that Nightboy did not know what Earth is. Anyway,
I meant water.
Jerks. Cut from this exterior to the interior. You are in a boardroom at the top of the Sentinel Tower.
More like a boardroom, am I right?
Mm-hmm. Three of you are at one end of this boardroom, and at the other is Captain Ares. He looks very, not angry, but when you're trying to explain something to your dad, he thinks you've done something wrong, and he just has that really perturbed expression on his face.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he looks like right now. But
Hi, Dad.
To describe him a little bit more, he's wearing like I said, he's dressed in full centurion garb kind of a thing, right? He's got
like a Roman centurion?
Are we talking like Fallout New Vegas, or are we talking like traditional?
I want him to be wearing a scale kilt type thing.
I was picturing a centurion from Battlestar Galactica.
Or Doctor Who.
I've never seen Battlestar Galactica. Now, it's like Roman garb, so bronze chest plate.
Oh, he really is dressed like a Roman centurion.
So traditional, yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah, leather skirt, purple cape, whole deal.
Wait, why is he called Captain Ares, which is the Greek version, and dressed like a Roman? That would be Mars.
Because superheroes don't always do very much research.
He's also an Aries and is really, really into astrology.
Exactly. He just really likes the uniform.
And he's Italian.
He's about, mid-40s probably, you might say. They're olive skin, close-cut hair. He's got a really craggly face. So it's you would guess for mid-40s, but he could be older, or he could just, be one of those people that have always looked like an old man. It's kind of a, Bryan Cranston. He's just always looked like that.
Yeah.
Describe this room a
Or
little
like
bit.
Steve Buscemi.
Yeah,
Or like
I'm
Robert De
picturing
Niro.
him being played by Steve Buscemi.
In this boardroom, over the top of the table that you're seated at, is a big 1940s style robot head, like real iron
Like
giant.
a Cyberman?
Yeah,
Sorry
kinda-
that I'm like with all the Doctor Who references tonight.
Yeah, Cyberman, Iron Giant, that kind of,
All right.
40s futurism kind of aesthetic, right? And you can see it's hanging above, and it's been turned into a chandelier. The one of the walls is covered floor to ceiling with display cases. Inside are various bits and bobs. Some look like weapons. You see, various look like mechanical robot parts. Other more innocuous things. You're not really sure why they're
Human fingers.
Other things you're not really sure why they're there. You see a silver spoon in there.
Silver spoons together.
A pair of heart-shaped sunglasses. You know enough about superheroes to know these are various trophies that they've taken from villains that they've defeated over the years. Why don't the three of you each give me one thing that it's in one of these display cases and tell me where it comes from?
There's a birdhouse with a little painted bluebird on it. And there was a guy who could fly and turn tiny, and that was his house.
There's
And he
a
was evil.
copy of Ernest Cline's Ready Player One because the narrator likes to describe things as references to pop culture rather than actually describing them.
Sick burn.
Yes.
I'm with you. Edited out of that gay shit is a whole rant I have about Ernest Cline and Ready Player One.
There was a burn on Hayden.
Ernest Cline doesn't exist in the Masks universe.
Oh, I just made him exist.
He's a
That
villain.
Well,
we
he
know
does
of.
now, I guess, yeah.
Great. Okay, I was gonna go with
Now in the universe, he is a supervillain, so that tracks.
I'm down with that.
that totally tracks. But for me, I'm going to go with a croquet mallet. So I really like Heather's. No, but a croquet mallet, and I'm envisioning like a group of funny games type baddies. So like evil dapper folks.
Evil dapper folks.
Yeah, but it's like a gang of them. So imagine actually a whole croquet set. In different colors. It's like the Power Rangers, so each of them has like a different theme color.
So one has like a croquet bat, the other one has...
No, they're all mallets, but it's just like there's like the red one and like the blue one and the pink one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
And they wear like linen suits. Like they're dressed for a lawn party and like straw hats.
Their
Like the
name,
fancy ones. Yeah.
Their names were... The name of this gang was the Silver Spoons.
Yes.
Is that why they also have silver spoons there?
That comes from their leader, who was just known as the Silver Spoon.
Yes. Yeah, these are from the henchmen.
Was it run by Ricky Schroeder?
I don't know. You'll have to brush up on your history when you get back into the school. So you're in this room, and Captain Aries just kind of rubs his temples. So why don't you explain to me from the beginning what happened? I want to hear your side of this.
I pull out my iPhone and play the episode.
I appreciate the attempt at meta humor, but we stay on track.
We're in detention, doing what we were supposed to be doing, not talking or anything, when that one person got up and left and said they were going to the bathroom, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
They
didn't go to the bathroom and instead
They attacked
kidnapped
Miss Maverick. Look, I got her name right this time, okay?
Good job, Night Boy.
This student, he opens a file that's in front of him. Lucy, that's the one.
And she's sister of Baal or Beal or whatever. Get it? They're two devils, Lucifer and Beal.
Yeah, I don't know what their parents were thinking.
Jessica and Beale.
It's like that guy who named his kid Adolf.
Nothing at all like that, because Satanists are usually pretty chill people.
Well, maybe they're not Satanists. Maybe they're actually demons. Big difference.
I would still say demons are better than neo-Nazis. Are you disagreeing, Night Boy?
Usually equate them with the same thing.
Nightboy, I'll never understand your weird anti-demon prejudice. You are a vampire.
I mean, I fought a demon. I fought two demons. We all fought these two demons. They're dicks.
They're not demons, they're teenagers.
They're teenage demons. Anyway.
There's no such thing as demons.
The matter of whether or not they have any demonic heritage aside, what happened from there?
We kicked their ass.
Lockdown happened.
Yeah, and they killed that bull boy, Taurus.
But you, Annie, you brought him back, right?
Yeah.
That was quick thinking on your part. Good job there. Yeah, you shouldn't worry. Well, I won't say you shouldn't worry, but
I have been worrying.
They've managed to stabilize him. He's still in a coma, though, right now. He has a guard posted to watch him in case anyone tries to come back for him. Miss Maverick is doing fine. She'll be back at the school in a few days, probably. She just has a few broken ribs.
Oh, really? How long is she going to be gone for?
Your concern is noted, but don't worry. I have broken ribs, like 4 days?
Months? I think she needs months of care. She's pretty old.
She's hardier than anyone you'll ever meet. I wouldn't worry. She will be back up in action very soon.
Well, that's just great.
She was pretty useless, honestly.
Yeah, she just kind of stood there.
I mean, she was tied up in her defense.
This is correct.
Which I untied her. I let her, I helped her get out.
And good thinking on your part, Ray. That's very good. So, listen, did these people give any indication that they were working alone or with anyone else?
No, they're definitely working with someone else.
They all had tattoos.
Yeah, they have the eye with an eye, and the eye with an eye is like in other places in the school.
You think they're a gang?
Yeah, I would recommend looking at that, at the eye with an eye, like scan the school. So I'm guessing it's like some sort of weird secret society where they don't even know who's in it. Kind of like that scene from that Tom Cruise movie.
He just looks at you blankly.
Eyes wide shut.
Ray takes out their notebook. Wait, Eyes Wide Shut?
Yeah. Good movie.
Isn't that rated R?
It was.
My dad won't let me watch those.
You shouldn't watch that at your age. That's very inappropriate.
I mean, I saw Breakfast Club as preparation for detention.
Well, that's more in line with your... Wait, you saw that in preparation for detention?
Yeah.
But we didn't do any of the things that they do in that movie.
No, that would be inappropriate.
We all came together despite our differing social strata. Despite our differing social strata, we all came together and became friends and fought teens and
But
saved
we
the
didn't
principal.
do
That's
any-
exactly what happens in the Breakfast Club.
Wait, what?
We didn't do any drugs.
You can't even do drugs. What do? Just stick a USB in your port?
Gross.
Just charge your vape?
Yeah, it would just be a charging a vape.
All right. At this point, the door to the boardroom opens. In walks a woman carrying a tray full of one of those to-go trays full of cups of coffee. She's late 40s, early 50s, you'd say. She's got a lot of freckles and has very, very red hair cut into a bob. She's wearing this black jumpsuit with white accents. And on her chest, the chest of the jumpsuit is a division symbol. And over her costume, she's wearing this like really beat up looking denim jacket. And she's wearing sunglasses.
Wow, she's cool.
And the three of you actually recognize her. You've never met her personally, but you know of her as a public figure, as a hero. You know this is Barrage. Yep, she's famous for being one of the first out queer superheroes. She was really big. She started as a teen hero in the 80s, and popularity has fluctuated over the years. But she's joined the Sentinels a few years back.
Her comics don't sell all that great.
Yeah, no. You definitely know this is the best costume she's ever had, especially if you go back 80s, it was real gnarly, like real billowy shirts, like mixed with aerobics gear kind of a thing.
I imagine
So Dazzler. So
like,
she's Dazzler.
I'm thinking like
maybe.
Gem and the Holograms.
Oh, yes.
Kind of,
So
yeah.
Dazzler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's real pared down these days. Yes, she walks in carrying a tray. So actually, what's one thing you know, the major thing that she's done in her career?
Oh, can I ask for something?
Yes, you can.
Okay, you know how we were discussing how the fact that superhero teen shows should exist in this world?
Yes.
Okay, either she could have had an acting career and was in it, or she was like the inspiration for like whatever the shitty teen version of like the group of superheroes was.
Absolutely. She was defo the inspiration for the lead of this CW teen superhero drama show we made called Cowl.
Yes.
And she did have a guest appearance, actually, in one episode as kind of a fun weekend nod to the audience.
Okay, I'm just gonna say that Ray is like straight up a fan, like just a completely obsessed with this superhero.
I think that one time she was fighting a villain and he was doing like some kind of evil monologue, and then she threw something at him and it made like a funny sound. And it was caught on tape, and it is a very popular Vine.
People replace the sound of the shoe with various things. Like the shoe hits the villain and he just goes flying off into space with like dur, 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 dur.
It's
Or,
like the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme or something.
Somebody hits it. He gets hit with the shoe and he rolls backwards, and then he gets a strike in Wii bowling.
Or they just
What You Say starts playing.
just rewind it so that the hit is in time with the beats for Born in the USA, and then it starts just Born in the USA.
Yeah, so that's what the teens these days know her from.
Of all the things that she does, the thing she's most proudest of is her nails. She really spends time on it. She never gets a manicure. She does it all herself, and they're really, really just ornate designs every single day. And today, she has got the origin story of Captain Sweet Pete on her nails.
Oh.
So like starting from her left pinky to her right pinky.
Kind of like Maui's tattoos.
Yeah, kind of like that.
It tells
but
the
yeah,
story
it's
of
like Sweet Pete's, when Sweet Pete went out to the ocean, when Poseidon found Sweet Pete, and, when Sweet Pete eventually realized he had to use piracy for good. And like all of that plays out on her fingernails.
when the two of them became friends.
Yeah.
Stan, you're describing the ghost pirate ship side story from Watchmen.
Look, all I know is a long time ago, while making out with a girlfriend, I once said, "Yar, I'm Sweet Pete, the gay pirate of the jungle."
Stan, wait a minute. Let's stop this podcast right now. What the fuck is wrong with you? Christ on a cracker. That is wow.
And presumably, the superhero also did things like defeat supervillains and stuff.
Presumably.
Okay, yeah, but we're talking about like things that are not remotely beyond Ray's like radar at all.
All right. She walks in here carrying this to-go tray full of
The second
yes,
she walks in, Ray like changes their outfit so it has like a matching denim jacket.
nice.
I'm assuming that's not stretching my powers too much because I feel like clothes changing is like a thing that Ray does a lot.
Oh yeah, no, that makes that.
Right.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
So she walks in. Oh god, sorry I'm late. It's early. He sets the tray down and hands one of the cups to Aries. Says, I told you that the meeting was for 9. It's like, I know. Get off my ass, please. And she hands one each to each of you, then realizes one of you is a robot, and then kind of starts to take it back, but then sets it forward again and really isn't sure what to do, so just kind of sets it down halfway between her and you in the middle of the table, Annie.
Ray is so excited that she's about to hand them coffee and like accidentally forgets how to be solid for a hot second, so their hand first goes like through the coffee and then they ultimately get it and like are flusteredly awkwardly sipping at it or whatever. But
You got it.
I got it.
I don't say anything, but inwardly, I'm kind of insulted by this.
You're not the only one, because I just got handed a cup of coffee and not blood.
She's not going to go down to the local blood bank, and she doesn't know you're a vampire.
I whip out my morning blood bag, and I've set it up like a Capri Sun, and pop a little straw in there and start sipping.
Kind of makes a face at them, but just decides to ignore it. I'm sorry. What was? Where were we? What was happening? As I was saying, you get the sense that they were working with someone else, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's how this is gonna work. The 3 of you did good work mitigating this situation. It could have, of course, been far worse, and we thank you for taking care of Miss Aries sorry, fucking shit.
Miss Aries. Look who's doing it.
It's because of you, Stan. We thank you for mitigating the situation. It could have certainly been a lot worse had you not intervened, and of course, who knows how long it would have taken Miss Maverick to free herself without you. So we thank you for that, and that was good work on your part. We're going to take over this investigation from here. You don't have anything to worry about. You just go back to the school.
That's a good idea.
Attend your classes, and we're going to handle the rest of this investigation.
Yeah, I'm not really a superhero. I don't know about you guys. I'm
a vampire.
I just go here.
My exchange moms don't want me to get into more trouble, so trying.
Good. And he looks really intently at you, Night Boy. Do we understand each other?
Captain Aries, do you have super hearing?
Why?
I'm just wondering if that's just one of your powers.
Let's just assume that I do.
All right, then yeah, I'm 100% down with us not doing anything. And I turn to, I whisper quietly to Annie and Ray, we're totally gonna Harry Potter this shit.
I whisper back, that was super obvious. And no, I don't want to do that.
Good. Then 3 of you have the rest of a Sunday before you have to get back to classes tomorrow. So I'd say take some time, recover from the events of the previous day, and just relax and try and carry on as normal. We'll take everything from here.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, sounds good.
Can we get the day off because we did such a great job?
You're not employed by anyone.
I mean, we don't have to go to school, is what I'm saying.
It's Sunday.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, how about Monday? Can we have Monday? Can we have a 3-day weekend?
I don't have any say over your education. You'll have to take that up with whoever works at the school.
Honestly,
It's not Miss Maverick.
I'm kind of annoyed that I've had to come into school both days this weekend. I didn't have any plans, but what if I did?
We're not in school. We're in
the city.
Yeah.
Annie, why do you even go to school?
To learn things, duh.
But can't you just learn things by downloading it?
I don't think this is a good place to talk about that. We're having a conversation already over here.
He's just kind of looking at you, waiting for you to, like, hey, you can go now.
Okay.
Can we go now?
Yes, I thought I was clear. I was bringing the meeting to an end.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Ray gets up and kind of does like a really awkward salute to Barrage as we leave.
Does one back. You all did good work. You should be proud of yourselves. As you're walking out, you see next to the door is a photograph that's dated 1977, first meeting of the first Sentinels. And you see a group of costumed heroes standing around a giant robot head. And you recognize that it's the same one that's been turned into a chandelier and is hanging over the meeting table. You see Miss Maverick is standing in the middle of this group. She looks basically the same as you know her now in her full costume. Next to her is a man in identical armor to Captain Ares, and he looks very similar to Ares, but he's a lot older, it looks like, and he has a big bushy mustache, but there is some resemblance there. To Miss Maverick's right, you see is older hero who's not active anymore, but of course, it's 77, so he's young now. His name's Blue Dawn. You recognize him. He's wearing, if you've ever seen Nightwing's original, like, disco costume.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. So it's a mix between that and, like, short shorts and a tank and a crop top kind of a thing with a big flared out collar. Next to him is another hero who you recognize from the school, actually. He now runs hero training in the gymnasium. Practical combat training
so he's the gym instructor.
Yeah, not Blue Dawn. the guy standing next to him he's about 7.5 feet tall.
Okay.
Holy shit.
And he looks like he's made of concrete. It looks like this gray, rough stone.
Oh.
And, he's you recognize him from the gym. He is the Gray Golem. So the Gray Golem is like giving a big smile and he's waving to the camera. To the guy in the Centurion armor is this figure. He's almost out of frame. He's not really... It looks like he's trying not to be on camera with the rest of them. And you can't really... I say he, but you actually can't tell gender or anything because they're wearing a long trench coat and a fedora in the...
I bet this is a Ninja Turtle.
Hats pulled low over their face so the shadows obscure any features.
It's another vampire. Wait. If it was a vampire, the clothes wouldn't show up because of weird vampire magic.
Wait, you can't show up on camera?
You can...
No, it's like being on a window, in a mirror.
I'm sorry, I'm Bobby. Ray takes out their phone, right? We have cell phones, and takes a picture of Nightboy.
And nothing shows up. It's just a picture of the surroundings.
Annie takes out her phone, which she does have a phone. But it's actually like an old BlackBerry because her fingers can't work on a touchscreen. If that's the case.
So Annie has fingers?
They're like force field fingers. They're like made out of light. She can make her hands disappear.
Okay, but her arms are guns, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So her hands aren't connected to her guns. They're just floating hands that she projects.
Three of you egress the Sentinel's Tower, and you're just standing on street in downtown Halcyon City.
Well, I mean, it's a Sunday, so, the best thing you can do on a Sunday is sleep in a dark room where there's no sun.
But you're already awake.
I know, it's really fucking with my cycles.
I don't have to sleep. I can just charge whenever I want.
We could go to the school. I mean, it's closed, and we can look up the little symbols and see where else they show up, and maybe get some clues.
I feel like people would... We could go to, like, a diner or something. I feel like people would be hungry, right?
Ray?
I mean, I don't really eat, but I like the concept of food. I had coffee. That was interesting.
Yeah, I think that I would like waffles if I could eat.
I just
Let's
ate.
get you some waffles.
Tell you what, you guys get waffles. I'm gonna sneak into the school.
Anybody come with? We can sneak into the school after waffles.
But
Yeah,
I don't
let's-
need to eat waffles. I
Me
can't even
neither.
eat waffles.
None of us need to eat.
We
But
can sit at the diner and watch people eat.
we could sit around and watch people walk around and make fun of them.
All right, let's break into the school.
Okay.
It's not that hard.
But I don't want to get in trouble again.
Oh, don't get in trouble then.
I don't really get how doors work, as they don't really affect me. So, like, locks aren't a thing that
Is there a shuttle to the school, or do we have to walk there?
You've got to walk there or get an Uber or
Can
something.
we take the bus?
Ooh, let's take the bus.
Okay.
All right, we'll take a bus.
Yeah, we look up the bus line and
It's horrendous. You cannot make heads or tails of anything that's on this map.
Wow,
like-
Halcyon City is really poorly planned.
I wish I could use a better phone. I wish that they still made phones that didn't have touch screens.
Can't I just program a phone in you? So, like, you could just do the thing instead of using an external phone?
Can you? I don't know.
I'm sure we could find a computer genius in our super school.
I guess.
I tell you what, I will make that my mission, along with, figuring out who Eye for an Eye is. But for you, Annie, I'm going to make a phone call so much easier.
I mean, the phone calls are the part that I can do.
Well, the whole searching on the internet thing.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
But as it stands, I guess we'll wait for the bus.
Wait, so it's like, what, like 9 something?
I think it'd be about 10 a or 9:30, 10 a.m. now.
Yeah. It didn't take long, so it's like 9:30.
Does the bus driver have any objections to Annie, who is a giant, very heavy robot, getting on the bus?
Yeah, how does the robot fit inside the bus?
The robot cannot fit inside the bus.
I think if I walk sideways, I can get in through the door.
He just the bus driver just looks at you, and I accept all patrons on my bus, but I do have to think of everyone's comfort inside.
Tell you what, Aries, I'll ride with you on the roof.
I don't. This isn't like those buses in the UK, kid. This is
No, I mean literally on the roof.
Yeah, and I'm saying
Is there a bike rack or something?
I can't. I will get in trouble if I do that.
This is bullshit.
All right, while this is happening, you see Ray take out their phone and start doing some phone stuff.
Doing whatever it is teenagers do on phones.
We're teenagers, Annie. We can not follow the rules and just deal. They'll just have to deal with it.
I
So let's get on the roof.
don't want to get in trouble, though.
Who knows what's gonna get in trouble? We just go on the roof.
I'm not very sneaky.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have wheels, Annie?
Ray, you said that you wanted to do phone stuff.
Do you have treads?
Nope, just feet.
All right, I take out my phone and I text Nocturne because I guess I got their number. That's cool. About
Wait, how did we get here? If
That's a good point.
I don't know.
you're the narrator, how did we get here?
You're the characters.
my mom's dropped me off.
Yeah, I guess my dad dropped me off too.
All right, and your dad has a big truck, I guess. That
Yeah.
can-
Yeah, we've established that.
It's a really
that-
big pickup truck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Annie's dads have a big pickup truck.
Okay, I started looking at the road. I said, next pickup truck comes around, we'll jump into it.
They're the only people in the world who actually need one of those really giant pickup trucks that's like it sits like 3 feet off the ground.
All right.
Oh wait, okay. So while this is happening, I actually text Nocturne. How old is Nocturne?
Nocturne, I think we established is 16.
Okay, do you think they have a... I'm going to text them asking them if they have a car.
I've got a car. What do you need one for? You help moving
Is he
something?
saying this over text? he
That's
just
a
said,
big car.
he sends a bunch of texts that are just like what.
Nocturne sends voice texts as they're thinking of saying what they're saying.
Yeah.
Give me a. Jesus Christ.
He's like my grandma,
into it.
and
Okay.
he dictates really long texts.
Okay. Ray responds, "Great. Can you pick up me, Nightboy, and Annie and bring us to the school? Also, do you want to practice instruments?" Question mark.
Yeah. Where? Yeah, I'll. Just drop me your location. And I can pick you up.
Drop a pin in the text chat. Also say like we're at Sentinel Tower or whatever.
Sometime later, you're all just kind of sitting at the curb.
I think that we did go with my plan B of making fun of people who are walking by.
Like real teens.
So you won't sneak around, but you'll make fun of people.
Well, we don't not to them, just saying it to each other. We don't yell at people. We're just like, look at this guy. What's up with his
He looks
scarf?
delicious.
Ray keeps awkwardly changing position to best be like a slumpy teenager. So they're like leaning against a wall and then realizing that's kind of uncomfortable, like awkwardly sitting on the curb in a way, but then they'll accidentally face through because being solid is still new to them.
You
So it's just a lot of awkward fidgeting.
you slump so much that you just slump into
Into the wall.
into a
Yeah.
sphere.
Yeah.
All right. This subtitle later, this beat up blue 1980s Samurai Suzuki pulls up. It is a horrendous car. And
Ray waves at Nocturne.
That is a good car.
Nocturne,
It's basically a Suzuki version of a Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah.
yeah, it's terrible.
Can you fit in that?
I can try.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Is it the kind that has the back can sort of come off?
Yeah. So the back is off of this one, so it's just kind of open, so you can just kind of climb into it awkwardly.
Yeah. As long as
As you do that.
as I hold on a little bit.
Yeah, the back suspension just goes.
Yeah. It's almost touching the ground.
So you get in where? Okay, Nightboy and Ray, where are you?
Shotgun.
Shotgun. All right, coolers. So Ray, as you get in, she's like, Nocturne smiles, says, "Whoa, I've heard so much stuff. You've got to fill me in on everything."
I am riding underneath the car.
All right.
Like
Like a
underneath,
spy.
literally underneath
Well,
the car and hanging on
Wait, but
to-
the car is almost touching the ground.
the undercarriage. I'm small.
Okay.
I'm more concerned about my robe getting torn up, but it keeps me out of the sun, and I'm kind of comfortable.
Okay.
The
So while we're not to recap the same thing over and over again, while we're driving to the school, I fill Nocturne in on everything that happened.
All right. As you're crossing the bridge to the school, I think is at the point whenever you catch her up on everything.
Yeah.
Holy shit. You are amazing. You haven't been here, but what? How long have you been in the school? Right?
It's October, right? Or like it's in the fall.
It's in fall, yeah.
So let's say like as of September. So let's say like 3 months tops. I have been here. Probably less.
You've only been here a few months, but in the course of those few months, you have phased the principal's car into the cafeteria floor and gotten in a fight with 2 other students who may be part of a secret society to kidnap the principal. This is such good shit.
Well, if you want to tag along with us, I think Night Boy, who is not
He's doing his
here.
own thing.
Night Boy, we are going to break into the school to try to hunt down more of the weird cult symbol.
Oh, cool. Hey, can you take the wheel? Can you just hold on to this for a second?
Sure.
And she just lets go of the wheel and turns around in the seat in her seat. Tries to shake your ghost hands, Annie.
Mm-hmm.
Name's Nocturne.
Hi, I'm Annie.
You are so cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're like made of metal. That's wild.
Oh, yeah. I sometimes I forget about that.
Fascinating. She pulls around and parks in the faculty parking lot and gets out.
I let go and roll out and say, thank you for the ride.
Oh, you're Night Boy then, yeah?
I am.
Wow.
And your name is Nocturne, so, we have a lot in common.
I don't think we do.
Yeah, night.
But thank you.
See, Nocturne means night, and night means night, and I'm
Not
a boy.
really. Nocturne is a type of melody.
Well, it also means night, and it's also in Harry Potter.
It's not. I'm not going to argue etymology. She starts walking off. I should describe Nocturne for our listeners who haven't listened to the prologue episode where she debuted, and for you two who haven't listened to that
Did not get
either.
the chance to totally hang out with
It's
her.
not out yet at this time of this recording.
Yep. So Nocturne, she's about 16. She's black and she's got really good eyebrows. Like,
Okay.
really great eyebrows. Very intense eyes. And she's wearing a hijab and a domino mask. Other than the domino mask, she doesn't really have a costume. She just kind of wears just normal clothes and a leather jacket with a bunch of different pins and patches on it from various things, and mostly bands that she's into.
Are any of them good bands?
No, she only likes shitty music. It's weird.
You've got some stuff for like Altar of Plagues and Ohm and Swans, shit like that.
And she also has the Dave Matthews Band Dancing Fire lady.
Nah.
I feel like I forget things when I'm trying to remember them. Never mind.
So you all need to get into the school, right?
Oh, I remembered.
Mm-hmm.
I think she tried to get into Chumbawamba when she heard they were cool, and she bought a pin, but she doesn't like any of their music.
Great.
Is Chumbawamba cool?
Chumbawamba
absolutely
is cool, and I don't like any of their music.
Ivan, the fact that you think Chumbawamba is cool.
Do some research. They're cool.
No,
They do have like a straight up like radical history before Tub Thumpin' came into the world.
Yeah.
like the fact, like they're what they've done. Regardless, I'm talking about public perception of Chumbawamba.
Yes.
Is what I'm going off of.
No, I got you. But yes,
Everything about you fascinates me, Ivan.
yes, we do need to get into the school. I can just phase because doors aren't really a problem for me, but I don't think that'll help you all, I could have tried opening the door.
Yeah, opening the door would work.
I can get you in.
How?
I'm friends with one of the janitors, right?
Wait, why?
Well, I'm friends with him. So he lets me. He leaves the back door open for me on Sundays so that I can use the music room.
Okay. I just thought it was kind of weird that a 16-year-old girl would be friends with an adult.
He's my uncle.
Oh, okay.
Janitors are useful people to befriend.
Yeah.
Them and teachers, but only like the one teacher.
I'm friends with all the teachers.
She walks away.
Annie, that's not a cool thing to say.
She takes it out to a back door near the south eastern end of the school, and yep, you see that it's propped open just a little bit. Mm-hmm. She opens it very dramatically and makes like a after you motion.
Ray kind of curtsies as they go in.
Thanks.
The only concern I have is that it's not a school day, so therefore there's not an assumption that I'm allowed inside. So I say, can one of you invite me in?
Why?
Yeah.
I can't go inside of buildings unless I'm invited.
Okay. Come in.
Oh, thank you. And then I walk through the door.
You're welcome.
Could someone?
To be clear, you've never actually tried this out. Nightboy has never actually tried to test the rules of being invited. He just assumes.
I love that so much.
like what would happen if you just tried?
I don't know. Has that ever happened in a Dracula story where they couldn't, they tried to walk in without being invited?
Well, like in Buffy, you'll get stopped by an invisible wall.
Yeah, I mean, that's my assumption is it would be like walking into glass.
Yeah, I just find it funny that Nightboy just assumes that he needs to get invited into everything as opposed to trying and then being like, hey,
if
can
there's
you invite
not
me?
an assumption that I'm allowed in, if it's not a public place or if it's closed, or if I'm not a member of it on a day that it's open, then I have to get an invitation inside.
I will say in Buffy, the vampires never needed an invitation to get into the high school, but I appreciate your dedication. So anyway, we enter, so Nightboy has been invited in.
There's just vampires running around in that high school all the time. There's probably at all times at least one vampire, and they invite the other vampires.
I only need to be invited once, and I think I can go in there from then on, right?
Can you uninvite someone?
Okay.
What if someone said you're no longer welcome here?
Then I guess I'd have to wait till someone else invites me.
Wow. That sounds like a real pain in the ass.
That's life as a vampire boy.
Yeah, that must suck for you. She just starts walking off towards the music room.
Wow, she's so cool.
She seems nice.
Yeah, she's cool, and then Ray kind of follows.
Taurus, Lucy, and Beal, did you know any of them?
Lucy talked to me after... Okay, I definitely did talk to Lucy and Beal after the stunt, right, with the car, and they were, cool to me, right?
Yeah, they thought it was just legendary what you had done.
Yeah, I talked to Lucy and Beal once, and they were, really, really cool to me. And Beal was fine until Lucy touched him, or was it a little bit, before that?
I didn't really hang out with them all that much. I saw them at a few shows sometimes, but they were always together from what I had seen. But none of you knew Taurus?
No, I mean, Nightboy tried to arm wrestle him, and then...
Didn't try. I beat his ass.
Holy shit, you beat Taurus in an arm wrestling?
Hell yeah.
That's pretty tight.
Wow.
I thought it was kind of awkward.
You think everything's awkward, Annie?
I mean, isn't it?
Well, everything or just that one thing?
Either one. This conversation, for example.
Oh, Annie. And I pat Annie.
See, that was awkward.
You've been in the music room at this point, and she's starting to set up some an effects pedal and an amp and a bass and all that shit. What are you guys thinking about doing about all this? I mean, I'll just stay out of it. I'm gonna assume that you're not.
Well, I mean, Night Boy
obviously.
is so sneakily.
Wait, what's the window situation?
Windows are open. Well, not open, but they're uncovered. It's
I start going around to the windows and closing their Venetians.
they have blinds, I guess.
Yeah, I start closing the blinds. And once I've got all the blinds closed, I turn myself into a little insect.
All right.
Where'd he go?
And I start looking around the room, just kind of going around the edges. And I'm a flying insect, so let's say I'm a little beetle.
Wait,
And-
so we found, or Nightboy found it. It was like was it underneath a desk, or was it like in a pipe, or it was like in a weird spot, right?
I think it was on a wall.
It was
Yeah.
It was underneath a desk.
Oh, it was underneath the desk.
Oh, it was underneath the
yeah,
desk. Okay.
It was carved underneath the desk.
So yeah, I'm gonna do whatever I need to roll to see if I find anything like that in the music room.
All right, cool. Why don't you,
Assess the situation.
assess that situation.
All right, that's a superior roll, which I think is a 0 for me. Actually, it's a -1. I rolled a 4.
Yeah, you don't find shit.
I find a foot. I find Annie's foot.
This isn't Night in the Woods.
I think I'll look around too. I think I lift up a drum and look at the bottom of it.
Yeah, you don't find anything on the drum.
And also other places.
Okay, then assess the situation.
7.
7. Okay, you don't find a whole lot beyond, bits of gum stuck under chairs and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's backpack that was left behind. And there is a sticker you find stuck to one of the desks. It looks like they tried to peel it off, but they only got halfway. It's a fist with a V over it.
The fist. I take a picture of it with my BlackBerry. There's this weird little sticker. That's all I can find.
Would Annie recognize it, Hayden?
No. Annie, you know that it's not you don't recognize it as any superhero's logo or a band or anything like that.
But okay, so Annie shares it with the rest of us, though.
Yeah, like sends us the photo or whatever.
What you found there?
It's a weird little sticker. I don't know if it means anything. Maybe it's like a band or something.
I hear all this and pop back into Nightboy form.
I don't think it's a band. That looks pretty like 80s DC hardcore, but I don't.
Oh, can I roll assess the situation, especially vis-a-vis the sticker?
Yeah.
All right, I got a 7.
I have a question for you. Been here 3 months, so you're still pretty new. Do you hang out with anyone in the school besides these three now, and you just met Nocturne? But is there anyone else like that you?
Yeah, I think like Ray really went like serious. Okay, like really went classic. So like they hang out in like yearbook and like prom committee. But they like are really yearbook kind of likes them more. But they really, really want to be on the prom committee, but the prom committee thinks Ray's really weird. I'm assuming.
Unless you have the prom committee already created and they think that they're great.
Yeah.
Do you recognize it, Ray? You recognize it because you've seen an identical sticker on a student's notebook who is in the same club as you. Mm-hmm. You recognize it as being on the notebook of the Surrealist.
Okay.
The Surrealist.
Mm-hmm. Surrealist is they wear like black turtleneck and like it's kind of like Cuban heel Beatles boots. You know what I mean?
Great.
Those kind of things, yeah. And their mask is.
Do they have a dolly mustache or like a fake dolly mustache because they're a teenager?
No, they wear a featureless, smooth mirror mask, right? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, so it's like this just sheet of reflective metal that just goes over their whole face, and on top of that, a beret.
All right. Ray does not like the surrealist. I'm just gonna put that out there. Like, Ray finds the, like, does not understand.
All right. So do you share this with us?
Yes, I'll be like, oh, I'm someone I'm on yearbook with has it. The surrealist, very creepy. You said he's a guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, very creepy guy.
Of course it is.
With a beret.
Well, I guess if you see him, you could ask him what it is. But other than that,
Or do I need to assess the situation? Does the surrealist live in the dorms?
You because you live in the dorms, you know that he does not.
Okay, we need to see the surrealist like now. Let's go into the
Why?
office and grab the student records, find out his address.
Oh,
why?
holy shit! Wait,
Just ask him tomorrow.
Because what if something terrible is planned tomorrow and we could have taken care of it today?
I appreciate where your heart is, Night Boy, but I'm not gonna let you break into the student registry.
Yeah, that seems like a bad idea.
First of all, it's encrypted. I doubt even this person made it out of computers could get into it, but also it has everyone's home addresses and their actual identities in there. I can't let you do that.
Can Ray take out their... Can I, like, roll assess the situation to essentially Facebook stalk the surrealist?
I was about to say, I don't think the surrealist would have a Facebook page or anything like that as a superhero, but the surrealist does have an Instagram page of all their shit as the surrealist, as their superhero.
Yeah.
And a Snapchat where he posts like long videos of birds and like pictures of drain pipes and stuff.
So wait, the surrealist is a student, right?
The surrealist is a student.
Okay, but they are going around town doing superhero things.
They are.
Okay, so like I could assume that the surrealist is like a senior.
The school sometimes will assign students to do certain low-level missions.
Is it like an internship?
Yeah. As you level up, or as you progress in your education, sometimes you'll be partnered with a adult superhero, and seniors basically get to the point that they can go patrol the city, do everything. They have almost full freedom to do whatever they want, but freshmen, stuff like that, can't. And even on the missions that they are assigned, you have certain hours that you can be active.
Okay, I'm just gonna state for the record, Ray's like one mission as a foreign exchange student is to score an internship with Barrage. Like that's a thing that's happening.
All right, was that 7 to Instagram?
Oh no, I'm gonna roll 2. All right, so I'm Instagram stalking. Ooh, I got a 10.
Fuck yeah. All right,
Ray's an expert Instagram stalker.
What would the surrealist Instagram handle be?
I'm envisioning like shitty Banksy, which I guess is my go-to like any kind of weird form of art. I'm just like weird street art. Like I feel like the surrealist side project is like community murals, but like really weird, inscrutable community murals.
Yeah,
I think his Instagram handle is literally shitty Banksy.
It's ironic. Yeah.
It's ironic, but secretly it's not ironic.
Yeah, so you have different selfies of him like with some bank robbers on the hood of a car handcuffed, and he's like, hey. And then like a bunch of shit of him, making these shitty murals of like, it's a kid with some balloons, but the balloons are all hand grenades. And like, men in suits with like wads of cash while like, some poor member of the proletariat is like starving behind them or something.
Mm-hmm. Are there any posts from today?
There are some posts from today. The most recent post that you find is it's not a post, it's a part of their Instagram story. Right?
Awesome.
They posted, looks like 10 minutes ago. They're getting some soba noodles at their favorite mom and pop noodle shop.
We all have one of those.
He'd tell you where it is, but he doesn't want to ruin the authenticity.
All right, well, he's at some soba shop.
That doesn't stop us from Googling it.
Yeah, no, he says all this while, like, there's clearly just the sign with the name on it right behind him.
There's probably not that many soba noodle shops. We could narrow it down pretty easily.
I don't know. If we're in like a city like New York, there's a lot.
This is like New York. This is a major city.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? I'm going to assess the situation and see if I can figure it out.
I will say you can't.
Names in
Google
the
does
back.
exist.
We established the names in the back, right?
Yeah, you have the name of the shop.
stories.
You can just Google it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. Like, so the actual name of it is on the back. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, the
Then-
sign for the shop is right behind him while he's talking about how he's not going to tell you where it is because he
Okay.
doesn't want to ruin the authenticity.
So we Google it.
Yeah, you find the address. It's
How far is it?
You're like downtown Halcyon City.
Can you give us another ride?
I was gonna do this. I need to practice, but stopping evil cults or whatever they are, sounds more rad.
Instrument do you play?
She gestures to the bass in her hand.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
She's got a Rickenbacker 4003.
Wait, so she like brought the bass with her, like in her car. She has her own bass.
Yeah.
I just want to point out that we know that Eye for an Eye is a bad cult, but we don't know anything about Fist V or Fist 5 or Fist Force 5. I want to join Fist Force 5.
Yeah, this seems like a complete dead end. But we can follow it if it'll keep you away from breaking into the student records.
Or we could see if we can find the Eye for an Eye logo elsewhere.
Oh, heck. Let's just go see the Surrealist and get some noodles. Oh, I can't have noodles. We'll look at some noodles.
Me neither. But let's go do it.
All right.
I think I'd probably like noodles.
All right. Cut to a loading screen of all of you piled into Nocturne Samurai Suzuki.
Me riding
To
in
be
the,
clear, Ray was
I'm riding
definitely
in the
like,
undercarriage.
I will practice with you sometime, not now.
It's I know how it is. It's fine.
Okay, we're gonna go to the Surrealist.
It's loading screen. All right, you pull up to the noodle shop and says, I've actually got somewhere else to be right now, but hit me up if you need another ride somewhere.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah, we'll probably need a ride back. And
Well, if I'm available, I'll pick you up.
thanks.
The Suzuki just putters away. This thing I didn't say before. This thing sounds like death. Just absolutely horrendous.
That's a cool car. I love Jeeps.
Ray definitely texts Nocturne that they will try to help them fix their car sometime.
She doesn't text back right away because she's driving.
I figured she's driving.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she is a teenager. She might.
It's irresistible, like texting
TSMR
and
does
driving.
not endorse texting while driving. All right, so we're at the needle shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, we walk in.
Ray
and
phases just straight through the door because, again, their knowledge of doors are iffy.
I see the open sign and I go right in.
All right. You see the Surrealist is set up in a corner booth and is having a very heated conversation, it seems, with a waiter. Are you sure this kombu is fresh?
Is Surrealist by himself?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, big sir.
Looks around. What?
How you doing? It's me, Night Boy,
I've
and my
never...
friends Annie and Ray. I keep wanting to call you Jan for some reason.
It's not my name, but thank you.
I've never heard or seen it. Well, man, I know you. Aren't you from Yearbook Club?
Yeah, so we were doing some behind the scene stuff just because trying to get ahead for the yearbook stuff. And I was just investigating kind of ways of self expression, and I noticed was it on one of his notebooks?
Mm-hmm.
On one of your notebooks, you had a fist and a V logo, and I was just wondering if you could tell us a little bit about that.
That was super obvious.
You can't see any of expression on his face, of course, because of the mirror mask, but just the three of you just reflected back at yourselves. But you just kind of you get the sense that he's just staring at you blankly.
My guess is it meant Fist Force 5. Was I right?
No. That was something that that stupid sticker. It took me forever to peel that thing off. Yeah, you ever seen that kid walking around?
That kid.
Dresses like someone from like the Sandlot. He's carries around a baseball bat.
Like the baseball furies from the Warriors?
Yeah, he looks like that.
Wait, so I haven't seen the Warriors. The Warriors aren't the ones who dress up like they're in baseball?
No, those are the baseball
furies.
They are called the Warriors. That's the main group. They
dress up like warriors.
They wear leather vests.
They wear leather vests.
Okay.
They dress up like warriors from the book series.
The warrior cats.
They dress up like cats. I have literally never seen Warriors, so yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, he put that on. It's part of his D&D club that he's in. They're real picky about who they join. You can't even apply. They just have to they pick who they want, and then they
like tap you for a secret D&D society. You see Ray getting really excited and like taking out their notebook.
Yeah, it's real weird, but yeah, I don't know why they wanted me. I have no interest in that nerd shit.
That sounds kind of fun.
Surrealist. What are your powers?
Oh, well, he taps his mirror mask. Look right here.
Okay.
And the reflection changes, and you get this real psychedelic like kaleidoscope effect spreads across the mask.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't like that.
These colorful lights just start dancing around, and then butterflies start flying out of it and start to fill up the whole the whole shop.
Wow.
And then he snaps his fingers, and all of it disperses in a shower of sparks.
Wow. So you make exploding butterflies. That's a cool power.
I can do a lot of things. That is one thing I can do, yeah.
That's
I guess.
Cool. Can you reflect me?
Yeah, and do you not see yourself right here?
No.
He does that thing where he like waves his hand in front of the mirror, and then you see yourself in there.
Oh, wow.
Ray takes out their phone and takes a picture of Nightboy's reflection.
And you see Nightboy, it's like you're looking at your own window in a really laggy Skype call. Mm-hmm. Like you'll move, but it'll take a few seconds for the reflection to move with you.
I pull back my hood as far as I dare to keep the light from hitting me. Too bad. And I just look at my skin and see if I've got any pimples or any new pimples or anything, or
it's
or if any of the pimples I had gone away.
It's just it's not good. It's just really not good.
It's always the same. Maybe it's better if I can't see my reflection. And I pull the hood back over.
Yeah, he waves his hand again, and your reflection disappears.
Cool.
Well, that's great. I now know someone useful.
Do we want to order noodles or anything? Or
I can't eat them, so...
Me neither.
Is there a school website for whatever our school is called?
Defenders Academy.
I want to try to find. Okay, like would it be too on the nose if he was on the baseball team?
Do we have a baseball team?
Do we have a baseball team?
You don't have a baseball team. There isn't room on the island for one. For a baseball diamond.
So I'm going to go, to the super school. All right, now I'm rolling, and that's bam.
You find a few photos of someone like in the background. You'll see someone kind of looks like they're carrying a bat, but none of the photos are captioned.
Mm-hmm. Does this count as just checking, does that count as a fail for potential or not?
That does, yeah. So, mark potential.
Well, we found the picture. Can we let's save the picture and do a reverse image search on Google.
Good call, Night Boy.
All right, so, someone can roll for that.
Oh, we got to assess the situation to use Google? Okay.
To reverse image search.
You gotta reverse image search. You put things in quotation marks.
Yeah, I was ceding
I rolled a 10.
the ground to someone else because
You find an Instagram post. None of the photos are tagged, but you see several kids around a table with a bunch of miniatures and some hex paper and some polyhedral die.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is 17, looks like. He's got black hair, kind of curly hair, and a scar across his lip. And
I thought
he's
you were going to say forehead for a hot second.
He has a scar shaped like a lightning bolt.
Yeah. No, he's wearing cut off jean shorts, right? Not like short shorts, but you just cut some jeans off at the knee to make them some shorts, right?
They are definitely jorts.
Some Converse and a pinstriped baseball jersey that's unbuttoned, and a baseball cap with a pentacle on the on the front of it.
Awesome.
And he's wearing a domino mask, and he's carrying this aluminum baseball bat. You see, he's not carrying it right now. It's sitting next to him at the table. And see, looks like it's made out of aluminum, and it has a bunch of runic symbols carved into it. And the caption for the photo just says D&D session tonight at 9:30.
All right, and tonight we mean this night, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is
Cool.
there an address?
There is an address.
All right. Where's the address?
Do some looking on Google Maps. It looks like it's in it's not the nice part of town.
Sketchy area?
Yeah, it's pretty sketchy, right? Looks like the address leads you, do some Googling, to a bodega.
So the address is of a bodega.
The address is of a bodega in a sketchier part of Halcyon City.
That's a
Okay.
weird place to play a D&D game.
So did we know that there's a bodega there, using Google Maps and using Street View, right?
Yes.
We didn't actually go there.
You haven't gone there, or you could have just gone there.
How
Right.
far away is it?
Yeah, it's like a train ride away.
What time is it now?
Probably 12.
Well, it's only noon, guys. I don't think they're going to be playing D&D tonight anytime soon.
Well, you know when they're going to be playing. It says 9:30.
Yeah.
Do you want to watch a movie?
I
Yeah, we
guess.
can watch the Warriors.
Yeah, let's watch the Warriors so I can understand what the hell you guys are talking about when you talk about the Warriors.
All right, cut back to Night Boy's dorm room. Okay, Night Boy, describe your dorm room for
Yes.
All right,
Ray and
this is
Annie.
our movie going because this is the second time we went to my dorm room.
Yeah, but we did not get a description of your dorm room, and I very much want to know.
This is the dorm room experience.
I'm
We
picturing
walk in there and
there's some Halloween decorations.
we walk in there, and the first thing
like
I
a
shout
foam
is
gravestone.
the first thing I do is shout, "Barkley, out! Bad dog!"
Fuck you.
Who's Barkley?
Barkley is my
Barkley
roommate,
is-
who's a total narc.
Barkley is Night Boy's roommate, who is a dog boy.
Imagine Mr. Peanut Butter. Okay, now I'm using. Okay. So
do not cast stones within a glass house, you fool.
A Disney-style anthropomorphic dog man.
Let's real pander to the furries. I love it.
Yeah, it's a little bit of pandering to the furries, but it's basically a teenage, about 13, 14-year-old dog boy. More boy, I think, than dog, but definitely has a snout.
More boy than dog now.
But
is the dog slowly taking over?
He's
is that
narc.
his sad fate to ultimately become a dog?
That seems fine to me.
Yeah, it's like a beast situation.
Yeah. He's basically a boy with all the powers of a dog. So
he climbs out of the bunk and just shuffles past you. Fucking every time that I bring friends over, he gets to stay, but every time he just walks out.
All right.
Ray pats his head on the way out.
So the room is
Don't touch any of my stuff.
Dark, and it's lit by black lighting. And there's really not much to it except the whole room is painted black. And there's as Hayden alluded to, there's a bunk bed where we sleep. The bottom part of the bunk is a sensory deprivation tank where I sleep.
Wow.
And the top part of the bunk.
Not a coffin?
Yeah, well, not a coffin because school didn't happen to have an extra coffin, but they had an extra sensory deprivation tank. But
you didn't go take wood shop to make one?
Imagine a big metal capsule.
You ever seen Cocoon?
That's not upsetting at all.
Does it have water in it?
But the only thing is, it's not a sensory deprivation tank anymore. I've modified it so that it has speakers in there so I can listen to my podcast when I go to sleep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't seem very comfortable.
No, it's really comfortable on the inside, but don't worry about it. You're not going to be sleeping in there. We have some chairs. You won't fit in a chair. I don't even know how you fit in this room.
I just sit on the floor.
All right. And I turn on this little 30-inch screen, flat screen TV that Barkley's parents gave him. And I use Barkley's Amazon account, and I rent the Warriors on his accounts for us to watch.
God damn it.
On his parents' account.
On his parents' account.
So y'all, all right. So y'all spend a couple hours watching the Warriors. How does Night Boy like the Warriors?
Night Boy definitely likes it, and he really likes it because it has that guy from Twin Peaks, the guy who plays Jerry in Twin Peaks. And
Night Boy loves Twin Peaks.
The lead also was in Xanadu, which is my favorite weird. I forgot his name. The lead, from the Warriors.
We're really putting a lot of ourselves into these characters.
Hey, it's got to be a little bit of me in there. I didn't like Twin Peaks when I was 13, though. So
Night Boy is cooler than you at 13.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. So it is now 9:30 at night in Halcyon City.
Annie always plays Toadette.
Every time Barkley walks into the room, I throw a ball out the door.
Ray is really, really bad at video games because they're, again, the solid things new to them, and their fingers, they'll go to press a button and wind up smooshing their whole hand through.
Ray keeps dropping the controller.
Yeah.
And you'll phase part way through and get your finger stuck on the little thing that spins around to make the controller vibrate.
Yeah.
How do you want to approach this bodega? What do you want to do? We can say you're already.
Ray is wearing their finest stealth mission gear, which is to say, a black, black leggings and a black capelet that is really not subtle at all. But they have the hood up and sunglasses.
Love it.
Night Boy just removes the robe, and underneath the robe, he's already wearing his tuxedo shirt black jeans, saddle shoes, and cape, and black sheet.
You are across the street from the bodega. It's like 9:20, 27.
Are we waiting for
Is the
people
bodega
to go
open?
in?
Bodega's still open, yeah.
Okay, then I walk in.
Yeah, there's just a cat lounging on the counter. Doesn't even pay any attention.
I run to the cat and go, "Oh my God, kitty!" And I shove my face inside of its fluff.
The cat makes no reaction.
It's just purring, and I love it.
I buy something to make it seem not suspicious, like a lighter or something.
Okay. The old woman at the counter says, you got an ID?
Do I need that to buy a lighter?
Yep.
What?
Oh.
When? Since when?
Since always.
What? No.
I had to show my ID whenever I bought lighters. Lighter fluid, you gotta show ID for that. I had to show my ID to buy some spray paint one time.
How old do I have to be?
18.
Well, I put it back. I'm not 18.
I come up and I say, "How much for this cat?"
The old woman behind the counter just looks at you, raises an eyebrow. You want to buy my cat?
Oh, it's so cute. Look at him. I want to buy him, and I want to name him Doritos.
His name is George, and you can't buy him.
Oh, I pet
I'm surprised they
I pet the
carded
kitty.
me, considering there's no physical thing about me that makes me not look like just a regular robot.
How does aging work if you're a robot who is
Didn't-
never, for example, a baby?
I
You
don't
see-
know. I guess I technically was a baby at some point, but I just was in the same body.
You look and you see a clock on the on the wall. It ticks 3:31, and
Ray gets a thing of Mountain Dew
okay.
and Cheetos.
Oh man, Ray's really going into the D&D look.
Ray's entire point, entire way of handling social situations is to conform to whatever the, classic stereotype of that thing is.
There's no one else in the bodega besides the three of you, the cat, and the cashier.
You know, guys, there was never any reason to believe that this actually has anything to do with what we're trying to figure out. And it does seem weird that they would play a game inside a store.
Is there a back door or anything?
Yeah, I asked the lady, is this address have an extra room?
Yeah, the storage room in the back. That's about it.
Do people go there to play games?
No.
Can I go and see it?
No.
Oh. Is it because there's people back there playing games?
No.
Let me assess the situation to see if she's telling the truth.
Babby, pierce the mask.
Pierce the mask. 3.
Appears to be telling the truth, yeah.
I buy it. I'm like, okay, it's got to
That
be
makes-
something else.
That makes a huge amount of sense, and it didn't even make sense that we thought that there would be people here playing a game.
So I live in New York. So, for me, it's not uncommon to, have, bodegas be on the ground floor and then, apartment buildings and stuff being on top of it. Is it like that, or is the bodega a standalone building?
No, it's like that. There's apartments.
Go, hey, well, you know what I can do is I can go outside and just turn into a bat. And I do.
All right.
And as a bat, I start looking through the windows to see if anyone's playing D&D.
You don't see anyone playing D&D in there. You see some families in there. See an old man in there smelling shoes.
Mm-hmm.
You do hear something, though, coming from the roof.
All right, I do have good hearing as a bat.
Mm-hmm.
So I fly up to the roof.
You see 4 kids up there talking.
4 Kids TV.
All right. Do any of those kids look familiar? Like they would be carrying around a baseball bat?
You see one of them is carrying a baseball bat. Yeah, it's the
He's
guy,
carrying around a baseball bat while playing D&D. That's a dedication to a bit. All right.
I feel like the entire point of Halcyon City and like superheroes are just really being dedicated to a bit.
That's
I
what
fly-
superheroes are.
I fly down to my new friends and I say, bingo.
All right. So we all want to get up on the roof. So I can probably just make myself light and float myself up there. Annie, do you need? But are you going to have difficulties?
Go all the way up the stairs?
You tell us.
Is that the way to get up to the roof?
Can your robot, climb? Do you have jets?
I can probably climb less well than most people because I weigh 1,000 pounds.
Do you have jets? No jets? Nothing like that? No super... you can't use your legs to jump real high.
Wait. I have an idea. I make a force field. Can I roll to unleash my powers and make a big staircase out of force field? Normally I wouldn't be able to make a force field that big and detailed, so that's why I think I should roll.
Sure. Yeah, do that.
13.
You do that.
So I make a big set of stairs that I can just walk right up.
All right.
I just fly up there and I turn into Night Boy and I go, hey guys, I'm ready to get my D20 on.
All of them whirl around to face you, and the one carrying the bat raises it. Just, who the fuck are you?
I'm Night Boy. Who are you?
I'm Hexbat, and you're not supposed to be here. Hello, it's your favorite bodega cat, Hayden.
It's Bobby.
I'm Ivan.
And I'm Stan Ferguson.
I hope you beautiful babies are enjoying the campaign so far. So many mysteries left to be uncovered.
I know. So many weird symbolism.
So many symbolism.
If you want to support the show, you can head over to our Patreon page. For $5 a month, only $5 a month, listeners, you get access to our monthly Fiasco episodes where you can listen to us summon Satan every week, every month.
Yeah, so long as Hayden's on. I still have yet to be on one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The first one, Bobby was
really?
in, and Michael, and the last one is just you, Hayden, and Michael.
Mm.
They're fun.
If you want to hear more of Michael M. Rader, everybody's friend.
Mm. So you'll get access to that and whatever other bonus stuff we decide to throw together. But you're guaranteed Fiasco a month and every previous month's Fiasco on top of that. It's hours of fun for the whole family. If you want to get in touch with us, you can head over to our Facebook group, the They See Me Rollin' podcast. It's a real great, lots of fun people over there who have a lot of great conversations. So if you want to hang out with the cool kids at the cool kids table, check us out there. You can also hit us up on our Twitter page, which I run. That is TSMR2. It's mostly me retweeting memes and talking about how every movie that I watch is actually secretly gay, because it is.
Yeah.
Along
It's
with
true.
that gay shit, which Bobby runs.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a lot. Yeah, if you basically want more of that gay shit, the podcast, the interactions between the TSMR Twitter feed and the That Gay Shit Twitter feed is basically like that in micro version.
Yeah, it's mostly us talking back and forth about our experience watching Riverdale.
Yeah.
We have several long threads just us live tweeting Riverdale ups. It's great.
I
Yes.
watched Riverdale one time.
Just once.
Yeah. I didn't feel the need to continue.
How fucking dare you? How does it feel
more
to
than
be?
that's more of a
actually-
chance that I've given it.
I actually
It's
felt the
great.
need not to continue, or else I
Ivan-
would go insane.
Ivan, how does it feel to be a traitor to the queer community?
Pretty the same.
All right, Ivan, you have another show out there in the podcast sphere, don't you?
Oh yeah. I do a podcast with some other cool friends. If you liked this episode, really documenting youth culture, you'd like the podcast The Color of Friendship, where we watch and review, often harshly, Disney Channel made-for-TV movies.
Can't think why these reviews would be harsh.
I can't either, really. We are often more harsh than they deserve.
Aw.
Bobby, you have another show as well with a pretty charming co-host, from what I've heard.
The co-host of That Gay Shit is great. Hayden and I do That Gay Shit, which is a podcast that looks at queer culture or pop culture through a queer lens. And as mentioned, I run the Twitter feed, and it's cool. We talk. We're currently we had a brief Halloween episode devoted to the movie The Witch, which is awesome. And we're going to be jumping back in with programming centered around the works of Kristen Stewart. So that'll be good. First episode was Twilight. The Runaways will be coming out next, and there'll be a few others. So if you're
Awesome.
interested in Kristen Stewart, check out our recent stuff.
Kristen Stewart's pretty good.
I recently did a brief stint on another actual play podcast. They Play. It's really cool. It's all genderqueer and non-binary folks playing a system called Karma in the Dark, which is still in beta testing right now, but it's really fun. It's basically a Shadowrun-inspired universe, modern cyberpunk fantasy kind of a thing, dystopian, real fun. And
So
it
kind of
uses,
like Shadowrun, but easier to play.
yeah, it uses the Blades in the Dark system, which it streamlines everything, makes it real fun.
It couldn't make
So-
it much harder.
Yeah, no, it could not. We spend a lot of time in the 0 episode making fun of just how hard Shadowrun is. But yeah, that was really cool. They're still going. They're just getting started. So if you could go over there, show them some love.
Awesome.
I greatly appreciate it.
They play.
They play. It's great.
They see me playing.
All right, so I think that about wraps up the final segments of the show.
It's the final segment.
So we'll hope to see you on the next episode 3.
We need reviews because we haven't been thinking about that while we've been recording these campaign 2. So
Yeah, we haven't.
Yeah,
Do we want to do?
We'll
Does this
pick
campaign have a name?
I've just been calling it TSMR Masks or
Oh, okay.
TSMR2. I
Yeah,
can
our
give
first
it a
campaign
name.
didn't have a name.
TSMR2D2, because there's a robot.
But yeah, send us some reviews. We do actually probably have reviews that we could have used for these episodes, but honestly, we hadn't thought about it because of everything else that's going on with the show. So we sincerely apologize if you've been waiting for your song. If you have been waiting for your song and we skipped over you for any reason, just hop on to our Facebook group and let us know, and we'll get
just,
on it.
Just add us on Twitter, and
Yeah.
I'll see it.
Absolutely. And aside from that, we're good to go. Thanks everyone for listening.
Yeah, it's been real fun. So long, you beautiful nightbirds, and thanks for all the spaghetti.
This episode was edited by Stan. The TSMR theme is by Ron Lubavitch. Oh wait, we didn't do Ivan's thing.
Ear trumpet audio. What's an ear trumpet these days? The kids don't even know, right?